On today's Disney Roundup, the entertainment schedule for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Disney Jollywood Nights, new details and a preview of the Luminous soundtrack, and the Walt Disney Company gains full ownership of Hulu. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney Parks news each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting off with Parks news, with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Disney Jollywood Nights beginning this week, Disney has released the schedule for the party's entertainment. As this week is the return of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Disney Jollywood Nights makes its debut for 2023, Disney has now posted the showtimes for this year's entertainment. At Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade will be at 8:30 and 11 p.m. Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration takes place at 7:40, 9:25, 10:35, and 11:55 p.m. And Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks will be at 10 p.m. At Disney Jollywood Nights, Disney Holidays in Hollywood will be at 8:45, 9:45, and 10:45 p.m. What's This? Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing-Along has showtimes at 8:30, 9:30, and 10:30 p.m. And Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam will take place at 12:30 a.m. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most at both events this year in the comments down below. Set to make its debut next month, Disney has shared new details and a preview of the soundtrack for Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Just a month away from the launch of the latest nighttime spectacular, Luminous, the Symphony of Us debuts December 5th at EPCOT. Much like a beautiful piece of music, Luminous, the Symphony of Us is made up of a series of movements, each representing the life experiences that we have in common, showing us that we're more alike than we are different. Punctuating these movements are two original songs written just for the spectacular, as well as new arrangements of carefully selected Disney songs we all know and love. At the start of the show, World Showcase comes to life as we hear voices from each pavilion welcoming us to this great gathering. Our first movement begins with the original song Heartbeat Symphony. With the stage set, our symphony takes us to the tender loving parenthood, highlighting childhood moments where each of our journeys began and featuring a stirring multilingual arrangement of You'll Be in My Heart. The symphony then transitions to Proud Corazon as we find our voice in a movement dedicated to the bonds of family. Friendship follows with classic songs like You've Got a Friend in Me and Friend Like Me, taking us back to the days of recess and friendship bracelets. Set to a sweeping arrangement of So Close, a personal favorite hidden gem from Disney's Enchanted, the romance movement celebrates the movement when we find someone with whom our melody blends. Inevitably in life, we experience the quiet loneliness of loss, but as When She Loved Me and Remember Me bring us into the unknown, the echoes of those around us remind us that we're never truly alone. As we come out of the darkness, the music crescendos to I See the Light from Tangled, launching us into our finale and our second original song entitled Beating of Hearts, where we all come together as one and find our place in a great symphony of life. If you want to watch the preview of Heartbeat of Symphony, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Let me know what you think of this in the comments down below though, and if this gives you more hope for Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Now when visiting EPCOT, guests are able to have meet and greets with Asha from Disney's newest upcoming film, Wish. Asha from the Walt Disney Animation Studios film Wish is now greeting guests in EPCOT at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and will soon make her way to Disneyland Park. At Walt Disney World Resort, guests can dream big with Asha in a special location near the entrance to World Showcase. Beginning November 22nd at Disneyland Resort, Asha will appear outside the Royal Hall in Fantasyland, bringing with her a touch of the magical kingdom from Rosas as stars' playful glow lights light up the area. Asha is currently meeting guests at EPCOT from around 9:30 to 4 p.m. each day. Following just adding new projection effects inside Muppet Vision 3D, Disney has now refreshed the seats inside the theater. Last month, Disney added a new projection effect to Muppet Vision 3D at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The new effect takes place during the tour of Muppet Labs, where Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker are showing off their newest invention, and Waldo inflates and explodes into miniature versions of himself. Disney has once again made updates to the theater now, with installing new seats. Per WDW News Today, day, new bright red pleather upholstery seats were installed over this past week. As you can see, compared from the previous, this was much needed as the last ones were way past their lifetime. Now in the company news, looking to remain strong with their streaming services, the Walt Disney Company now has full ownership of Hulu. The Walt Disney Company announced last week they acquired the remaining 33% stake in Hulu held by Comcast. Under the terms of the put-call arrangements, by December 1st, Disney expects it will pay NBC Universal approximately $8.61 billion, representing NBC Universal's percentage of the $27.5 billion guaranteed floor value for Hulu that was set when the companies entered into their agreement in 2019, minus the anticipated outstanding capital call contributions payable by NBCU to Disney. Now with gaining full ownership of the streaming service, some might think Disney will go all in on the platform or possibly even combine it with Disney Plus, but I've seen others say that with now having full control, they could also sell it as a whole. Let me know what you think of this move in the comments down below though, and what do you think of the Walt Disney Company's future plans are for Hulu? Set to make its debut next month, the Walt Disney Company has announced a launch date for ESPN Bet. ESPN Bet, a newly branded online sportsbook for fans in the United States, is set to debut with a planned launch date on November 14th. Subject to final approvals, ESPN Bet will go live in 17 states, which include Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. Additionally, ESPN is now using official odds provided by ESPN Bet across editorial and other content. Alright everyone, well that's you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all you for this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.